Assalamu alaikum. Good morning to everyone. Today we are going to solve a problem based on PLC data register. Let me show you the problem first. So this is my problem. Let me expand it for you. Okay. So my PLC, this problem based on my PLC data register. Okay. Now what is data register? I will let you know in the programming section. So just let me read the question for you. Code a logic to blink the output Y0 using X0. Now here what I'm going to do, I'm going to blink my Y0, Y0 output with the help of X0. So X0 is my input with the following delay time sequence using move command. So I have when I have to blink my output with a time sequence, then timer is involved, right? So my default time is, as you can say the case A, first my default time, delay time is 1 second on and 1 second off, right? When the case A is activate, when X1 is pressed, the default time is getting changed from 2 second to 1 second on and 1 second off, right? So let's see the case B. When the case B will activate, when X2 is pressed, the on time is 1.5 seconds and the off time is 2 seconds. As we can see, the time is not constant here, right? So I have to use my data register, PLC data register. Otherwise, I have to use different timer for each operation, right? So first A operation, B and C. For each and every operation, I have to perform with a different timer. So if I'm going to use a single timer to solve this problem, with the help of data register, I can solve this problem. So basically my question is, I need to blink Y0 with the help of X0, but the default time should be 1 second on and 1 second off. But when the case A is activated with the help of X1, the default time is getting changed, and with case B also, the default time is getting changed. So let me tell you the software we are going to use today. We are going to use PLC software, Delta PLC software, which is called WPL Soft. So it is a free software from a Delta Electronics. So let me open the software for you first. So WPL Soft, you can see DPP Programmable Logic Controller. Okay. So first, this is the first user interface. You will get the software from the software. So to click a file, click new, and here you can give your title of the name. Suppose I'm giving my program, I'm giving some name to my PLC program like PLC data register. So this is my PLC data register. So model type PLC, I'm programming PLC, and you can select here the different modules here. What is the module available? Okay, in Delta DVP series PLC. So we can choose here. Here we are using SB2 series. So I'm keeping it SB2. No need to do anything here. Just click OK. So you will get your user interface ladder diagram mode here. So I'm double clicking it. So this is my programming page here. So based on my program, what I need to do, I'm taking X0. This is my input. So this is my start button. So I can name it START start. Start button X0, and I need to blink Y0. Now Y0 is not constantly blinking, it is blinking in 1 second on and 1 second off. To blink Y0, I need a timer. So what is the syntax of timer in Delta PLC? It is just type from your keyboard TMR. T0 is my first timer, and instead of constant time, I'm going to give here data register D0. Okay. So if I give a constant time, I won't able to change the timer value in the case A and case B, right? So that's why for changing the value in the next stages, because my blinking time is getting changed, as you have seen in the question already, the blinking time is getting changing. The default time is 1 second on, 1 second off, and X1 and X2, the blinking time is changing. So my first thing is how I can make my default time 2 seconds, because the total time is 2 seconds, right? 1 second on and 1 second off. To make a default time 2 seconds, okay, first what I need to do, I'm going to give here, I'm going to connect my output. I'm going to take LDX0. Okay. Now I'm going to take a comparator block command. Comparator block command, LD greater than equal to T0 D1. I'm going to use D1. Now you might be thinking I didn't use D1 here, but let me show you. So OUT out is my output Y0. Okay. Now how to give a constant, how to give a time here in D0 or D020, how to give initially default time. I have a command, a special command, a memory bit command. I will show you in the help section. So you can click on the help section PLC instruction. So here if I type M1000, enter. So M1000 to M1003, these are my some special bits, special memory bits. So I'm going to use M1002. If you want to read about, you can read it later on. So M1002 is a special bit which will only on for first scan when the PLC start to run and remains off afterwards. So it will only give me one pulse, only one scan pulse with the duration of one scan time. After that, it will remain off. So mostly this M1002 we will use this context for all kind of initial settings, right? And I need here initial settings of a 2 seconds. So what I'm going to use LD M1002. If I click on command, you can see only on for one scan cycle. So I'm going to move move K20 to D0, right? I'm moving K20 to D0. So my default time will be 20, but the blinking should be happen for 1 second on, 1 second off. So what should be D1? It should be 10, right? So here I am going to take in parallel MOV K10 D1. Okay, this is only. Now how my timer will blink? My timer have to be reset itself. So I can do in two ways. Either I can give here with the NC contact. To type an NC contact, I will type LDI T0, or I can give here LD T0 with a reset command RST T0. So I can make in both ways. I can make either this way instead of connecting here, or I can make it this way. So okay, so both ways there for simplicity now, and keep it like this. Okay, now we'll compile our program. How to compile our program? First I will go in simulation mode, because currently I am not connected with a physical PLC. So after clicking a simulation mode, I have to code my PLC. I have to compile my program. Like I have to check if any error is there in my program or not. To checking an error, I can press the code here, or I can go in compiler and I can press this one, right? So my PLC is compiled, compiling is complete, there is no error, right? So I am good to go. So what I will do next, I am going to press my online mode. This is the online mode. So I will keep on press online mode. My PLC is asking, is it okay? Yes. Okay. Now my PLC is in stop mode. You can see, right? It's in stop mode. You can see D0 is still 0. The move command didn't activate it, and everything is 0 in its state because PLC is stop. But as soon as I will press run, what will happen? This contact will get activates for one scan time only. My scan time is now 0.1 millisecond. So it will get activate and it will move 20 to D0. So my D0 will be updated with 20 and D1 will be updated with 10. So here I am comparing. My comparator block will compare the value and it will make my output blink for 1 second on, 1 second off, right? Let's see the output. I am pressing the run mode. As you can see, when I press the run mode, the move command first, 20 has been moved to D0. So my timer is right now 2 seconds timer, and you have seen move command K10 is also moved in D1. So my D1 is having 10 right. Okay. Sorry for the interference. Okay, so let me start again. So what I am going to do, I just have to press X0. When I am pressing X0, you can see my output will blink 1 second on, 1 second off. From 0 to 10 it is off, from 10 to 20 it is on. You can see, right? Because I have written a command, whenever the T0 is greater than 10, then it should be on. So it is getting on for 1 second on, 1 second off. This is my blinking time. Okay. Now, okay, this is my blinking time that you have understood. But next case is I am going to press a stop. I am stopping my PLC and coming up from the offline mode. My next is I have to change the blinking, right? I have to change the blinking with the help of X1 and X2. My first case. So as you can see the questions again. The case 1 is when X1 is pressed, on time will be 2 seconds and off time will be 1 second. So what is the total time here? 3 seconds, right? Total time is 3 seconds. So what I am going to do, I am going to take, okay, I can type case A. Okay, so I cannot give this instruction here. Okay, let me see. So I am going to use LDP, the rising edge input, X1, because I am using a move command. So MOV move. What is my total time is 3 seconds. So I am going to move K30 to D0. Okay. So my total time is 3 seconds now because my blinking have to be changed. So I am moving with the X1 K30 to D0. So my D0 is 3 seconds right now. Now my output should be on for 2 seconds and off for 1 second. So what I am going to do, I am going to change my D1 time here. So in parallel only, I am going to take MOV K10 D1. Why I am taking K10? Because now this T0 is updated with the 30. So T0 will run for 3 seconds. So it is going to compare the D1. So T0 is greater than equal to D1 now. Okay. So whenever the T0 is 10, it will going to turn on my output and it will remain on for 2 seconds and remain off for 0 to 10, it will remain off. 10 I given, right, 1 second. So 0 to 10 my output will remain off. After 10 to 20, after 10 to 30 my output will remain on. So for 2 second on, 2 second off. Let me just check this one. Again I will compile my program and I will download to my PLC, PC to PLC. Okay, then I will go online and as soon as I will press run, my M1 2000 will activate and it will move initial data here. So okay. So now this is the case. If I press X0, my blinking will be happening for 1 second on, 1 second off. Okay. Now what I am going to do, I am going to activate my X1. As I activate my X1, what happened? The timer has been changed. Just look closely. Your timer value is changed and the blinking time is now 1 second off, 2 second on. 10 to 30 it is on, 0 to 10 it is off. Right, 2 second on, 2 second off. So now it is happening 2 second on, 1 second off. Excuse me. So for the case 2, what you can do, now maybe you understood, you can do by yourself also. Case 2 also, I am going to do the same things. I am going to take a LDP contact, rising edge contact, because I am using an move command. So LDP X2, I am going to move a total value, like how much the total time, what is my total time? My total time is 1.5 seconds on and 2 seconds off. So total is 3.5 seconds, right? So I'm going to take K35, move to D0, correct? I'm moving to D0. Now, let me expand this one. Now I have to make a logic. My output should be remain on for 1.5 seconds and off for 2 seconds. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to move K20 to D1. Okay, I'm going to move K20 to D1. Now what will happen, my total time will be 35, so 3.5 seconds. My timer is going to compare this with the D1. Now D1 is 20, so for 2 seconds it will remain off, but 20 to 35 my output will remain on. Let's just see, I'm compiling it, I'm downloading my program to PLC. So I'm going online mode. Let me minimize this so you can see whole program together. Okay, you can see the whole program now. I'm clicking the run mode. So what is happening, as soon as I click the run mode, my timer is 2 seconds on. So initially my output is blinking 1 second on, 1 second off. As you can see, D1 is 10, right? 1 second on, 1 second off. You can compare it. 0 to 10 it is off, 10 to 20 it is on. But as soon as I will click X1, my time has been changed, right? See, 0 to 10 it is off, 10 to 20, 10 to 30 it is on. For 2 seconds it is on, 1 second it is off, right? Now what I am going to do, I am going to press my X2. When I am pressing the X2, you can see the total time has been changed to 35. Now my output, 20 to 35 it is on, 0 to 10 it is off. Okay, sorry, 0 to 20 it is off, 20 to 35 it is on. So 20 to 35 will be 1.5 seconds. So 2 seconds it is off, 1.5 seconds it is on, right? So this is the solution of this problem. So as you can see, we achieved already the solution of this problem with the help of data register by using one timer itself, right? So this is the whole program. You can practice by your own. Okay. So this is the solution of the program. You can see. Okay, if I explain once more, I am using this M1002. It's a special memory bit which will remain on for only one scan cycle. So whatever the initial setting I want to do with my timers or counters, whatever the things here, I can do with the help of M1002. Because this particular memory bit, a special bit, which will on only for one scan cycle when you are running your PLC, and that time only. When you will put your PLC in run mode, for that instant it will on for one scan time. After that it will remain off. I cannot on it again. If I want to on also, I cannot activate this memory bit. Okay. So this is the solution for this program. It is easy to understand also. Okay. So thank you for the class.